Last spring, I planted some sprouted ginger rhizomes. I traded some fresh eggs for them. Then I buried them in the earth with a little hope. Now, a year later, I'm excited and nervous to see what lies beneath. Hidden gold under a blanket of sticks and leaves. I'm so pleased. It hasn't rained for a couple of months, but the season is warming up and some of them are already reshooting. There's so much life stored in these tubers. They all seem to grow on what I would think of as their sides. Does that make sense? I've heard it's best to bandicoot harvest ginger, meaning to just root up a few rhizomes at a time as needed. At this point, as some are already reshooting, I think I'll just thin out the bed and leave the rest as the strong mothers of the future generation. I might plant some in a new patch. Can't have too much ginger, I don't think. One of my favorite things to make for breakfast is a mango ginger compote with sticky rice flour. Don't they say the best way to claw yourself out of a dark mood is to get in a hot shower and eat a ripe mango with your face? Mangoes can remedy a lot of things. I don't doubt it. So for an early taste of summer, I'll make a big pot of ginger mango sticky rice pudding that I can go to for a sweet bowl of comfort throughout the week while the mornings are still cool. I'm a bit haphazard when it comes to measurements, so to make the sticky rice flour batter, I just go back and forth adding flour, then water, then a bit more flour, and on until I get a consistency similar to pancake batter. I really love glutinous rice flour, but can never be bothered with any pre-cooking or constant stirring, or laboriously rolling dumplings and faffing about with fillings, and then boiling them all only to find they've burst underwater because I accidentally rolled in too much air. This is my lazy version of using glutinous rice flour. Just a nice, easy one-pot wonder. If I'm making it the day before, I mix it in a jar and refrigerate overnight. In the morning, I add some water to my cut mangoes and bring it to the boil. Once it's boiling, I slowly pour in my batter on top of the mangoes, making sure to hit all the little steaming geysers of simmering water. so it kind of laminates the sticky rice flour batter as it goes in. It seems to help it cook more evenly and more quickly when it isn't just dumped in as a big lump. I seem to have an obsession with filling pots to the very brim. I feel like I'm maximizing my cooking efficiency for some unknown reason. Then lid on, stove turned to low, and walk away to let it simmer in peace for about 40 minutes or so. Because I like to fill my pot to the very brim, I check it once towards the end of cooking time to make sure it's not overflowing. I also have to let it sit for a short time after the stove has been turned off. Being so full, if I lifted the lid straight away, it would goo over the sides like fluffy molten lava. Gooey and chewy, sweet and gingery. Top it off with coconut yogurt and maple syrup. It hits the spot.